Hello and welcome to Fire Walk with us. This week we're talking about the episode Demons. I'm Paul.
I'm Dave.
And Justin.
Alright, so in this episode, James and Donna reaffirm their love after he saves her and Maddie from Harold Smith's angry attack, but are forced to leave Laura's secret diary behind. Cooper informs Ben of his rescue of Audrey from One-Eye Jacks, and Truman identifies Jean Renault as the mastermind behind the whole thing. Later, Gordon Cole, Cooper's boss, arrives at Twin Peaks to assist Cooper's investigation and to help find the mysterious one-armed man who holds a clue to the identity of Laura Palmer's killer. Cole also delivers a chess moves message from the fugitive Wyndham Earl. Meanwhile, Bobby and Shelley bring the catatonic Leo home from the hospital to care for him, but are disappointed by the low amount of insurance money they get. Big Ed continues to deal with the crazy Nadine and her superhuman powers, while Jonathan threatens Josie that he will kill Sheriff Truman if she refuses to return to Hong Kong with him. Josie then demands the insurance money for the sawmill from Ben, who gives her Mr. Tojimara's $5 million check. Interrogating the one-armed man, Cooper withholds his medication, where Mike emerges, who gives them information about the evil spirit killer Bob. Mm-hmm. Laura Palmer's killer, who inhabits a person who lives in Twin Peaks. Alright, so what did you guys learn in this episode?
Oh, I learned a lot about this Bob character, thanks to the one-armed man not having any of his meds, the chemicals he points.
Yep. You did learn a little bit about Bob.
Yes.
And about Mike.
Yes.
Yeah.
You also met a new character.
Yes.
In Gordon Cole.
Why is he even a boss of that organization?
Because Gordon, first off, he's amazing.
He's definitely amazing, but he's just one hell of a blabbermouth.
Well, he can't hear anything. He's basically deaf.
He needs to get new earbuds for all those sorts of things.
He's also played by David Lynch.
That makes decent enough sense.
Huh. But it's kind of funny how he just pretends like he knows what he heard.
Yeah, no, I love that. That's like the best part.
Yeah.
No, Cooper, I'm fine. I already had lunch. No, but
It's like that's not even
it's
anything
not even
I
close
just
to what I
said.
was saying. Yeah, it's great.
And he just continues on, rambling.
Oh, also, a small Mexican chihuahua.
Yes. Okay, so we get Josie and Ben have a conversation where they both basically admit that they have enough evidence to bury each other.
Mm-hmm.
And we get to arguably the most important scene in the episode, which is where they interrogate Mike.
Yes.
And we find out a little bit about Mike. So we find out that Mike is some kind of an inhabiting spirit, and so is Bob.
Yes.
They're similar in a way.
Technically, both the supposed same. I think Mike was saying that Bob was his supposed familiar.
Yes.
And
And
it
he
just
just
leads to a whole bunch of crazy magical jargon of things, and it's just not good.
and he gives them enough clues to figure out that the killer is somewhere in the Great Northern.
Yes.
Alrighty.
Is that
So
where Cooper stays?
yes.
Yeah. Figured that anyway.
So clearly Cooper's the killer, right?
Yeah, totally. No. He just got there, like, after everything was,
Oh dear God. There's the possibility,
No, Cooper couldn't have killed Laura Palmer.
but there's the fucking my brain.
No,
I don't-
that's impossible.
Okay. So after this episode, they're setting up that we're gonna get probably who killed Laura in the next few episodes.
Maybe, perhaps.
Possibly.
I mean, seems like it's going to be likely.
So who do you think gone done it at this point?
I still want to believe Audrey's father.
You think it's Ben still?
Yeah,
Okay.
I still think it's Ben.
David?
Well, since there's the possibility that Bob could have jumped between a whole bunch of different people, it kind of leaves it all up in the air. So, I have absolutely no clue who specifically might have done it.
Okay.
I just know that Bob Bloody did it.
Bob is...
It's very much a likely factor in this.
Yes. And we know he's been in Twin Peaks for about 40 years.
Yes, thanks to
Mike.
that information.
Yeah.
Yes. And that Mike had a tattoo on his arm that he cut off.
Yes, on his arm that he doesn't have.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think that tattoo was about?
Probably had something to do with Bob, maybe.
Okay. David, do you have any theories?
Not really.
Okay.
It's a good point to keep in mind to the future, though.
It is. Alright. So, what did you learn about Twin Peaks in this episode?
Crazy stuff happening in Twin Peaks.
Okay, well, yes.
Well, of course, everything's crazy in Twin Peaks land now.
It hasn't even started yet.
Oh, it's getting there. I mean, Harold is a crazy character in the way that he...
Well, he's just agoraphobic.
Yeah, a bit, yeah.
We haven't even gotten to a place both wonderful and strange yet.
No, not yet, no.
Not yet.
No. Still looking for that wonderful and strange place.
You'll get there eventually. So.
And everyone likes to try backstabbing the other person sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
We have to have a little conversation about Leo.
Yeah.
What did you think about Leo and his situation with Bobby and Shelly?
New shoes.
New shoes.
I'd be surprised if he lasts a little over a week with them, with all the stuff that's kind of been going on.
New shoes.
It's either that or they're just kind of... It's kind of the two parts of my brain debating of it's just kind of a case of Leo's going to bring up all those moments of having them think he's alive but he's not. It's just some sort of little reaction he does from his state. Or they're just saving for the moment when he supposedly gets good enough or something affects him enough that he's going to
He's gonna fucking snap.
come back, speak with them calmly, and then just snap and go absolutely berserk.
I don't think Leo does anything calmly.
Yeah, no.
I think it's mostly just because of the influence that I think would mostly need to affect him with the state he's kind of in. Like, with all the medical stuff that's wrong with him, it's probably going to take a while before he's physically able to do anything himself, unless something intervenes.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough. So, we get another mention of Wyndham Earl. The fugitive Wyndham Earl.
Yeah.
Who we know was a former partner of Cooper.
He likes games,
He likes chess.
which is a game.
Yes, it is a game. What do we think is going to happen with Wyndham Earl?
Well, he made the first move. We'll just have to see what other moves are going to be made. I sadly didn't check in to see what that move was, though.
So, do we think Wyndham is going to become an on-screen character, or is he always going to be like an off-screen kind of...
I think it's just going to be the back-screen person that's going to make little specific maneuvers of being like, oh shoot, he's affecting the story in these minute ways!
Justin?
I'm trying to think, like, what that chess movie is exactly, or if it has anything to do with anything, really. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
At this point, it means nothing.
Yeah.
oh, I didn't mean specifically about the chess move. I meant, like, as a character, is he going to become more important, or is he always going to be in the periphery?
He might become relevant later, but right now he's not.
Okay. So, Nadine.
Yes.
We get more of Nadine and Big Ed.
Yes.
Yeah, they share kind of a little bit of an awkward scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's going to continue a lot.
Yeah, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm not too
I'm
surprised.
not even sure if she'll actually recover from this.
I'm surprised she's so calm by having her hands ripped by broken glass in that sort of case.
Well, she's not mentally right.
That, and they're all calmly talking about, their Ed and Aiden's relationship in front of, Not awkward at all.
No, not at all. So, do either of you have any questions for me after this episode?
Was it just me, or wouldn't it have just made the scene? I honestly thought there was going to be a big laugh fest between Ben and Josie when they were blackmailing each other with what they got, with their reactions of things. It was like, are they just going to have a big laugh about this and then supposedly do the thing, or are they just going to go on with it?
Okay, that's not a question, but okay.
Not just a comment of things.
Okay. Justin, do you have any questions for me? Keeping in mind I can't reveal too much.
So is Josie just gonna go away soon?
Well, I can't really answer that. Because,
I'm not gonna say if she gonna be killed off. I'm just saying she going away.
yeah, there are reasons I can't answer that'll become apparent later.
Ben.
Okay, fair enough.
Ooh, I do have a question. How
Okay.
much more of Cooper's history are we going to learn?
A fair bit. In this season, we're going to get some, and in season 3, we'll also get some.
Supposed yay, because we got a bit of Cooper's history about the one mission he supposedly, I wouldn't say botched, but had some
Yes,
issues with.
Philadelphia.
Mm.
Which, if you'll notice, anytime they mention something bad, it always happened in Philadelphia.
'Cause reasons?
Because David Lynch just hates Philadelphia for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know the story behind it, but everything bad always happens in Philadelphia in his movies.
Duly noted.
Okay.
Oh, and, oh, yes. So, you know how Cooper's always making tapes for Diane?
Yes.
Yeah.
You will meet her eventually,
The
Oh.
gasp.
but not for a while.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay.
Okay, so do either of you have anything you want to bring up that happened in this episode?
Oh man, Audrey's going to have one hell of a talk with her daddy.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that is going to get interesting. Because they get Audrey back from
Yep.
being kidnapped,
Yes.
but now she knows about Ben
Yeah.
and One-Eyed Jacks.
Yeah.
Yep. And just recovering from her heroin overdose.
Yeah.
Yes. Which, you know, she gets over a little too quickly.
I was kind of
Not at all.
wondering that. It's like, yeah, what?
Yeah. Alrighty, any last notes that you want to bring up?
That small Mexican chihuahua.
New shoes.
No shoes. Alrighty, any last minute thoughts or anything?
Nah, I think I said mine with the little chihuahua.
Okay, Justin?
Ditto.
Okay. Well, that has been Firewalk with us. I'm Paul.
Dave?
And Justin.